Hey guys, welcome back again to another video you're not expecting. As I feel like sleepy. I actually even feel like I am sleeping. So guys, today's video will be talking about benefits of studying in Nigeria. I know when most of you got this notification or when you saw this video, you'll be like, what's this guy talking about? What's the benefit of studying in Nigeria and all of that? Really, when you ask a layman, Nigeria or abroad, which one would you study? Normally now, a normal person will be like, wait till I define for Nigeria. Abroad, of course, everybody would choose abroad and everything. And really, if you had asked me earlier before I opened this channel, I would have told you as well, abroad, why you go waiting you define for Nigeria? Anything. But then, when I opened this channel and I keep making extensive research, then I realized that there are a whole lot of benefits of studying in Nigeria. And that's why I used to tell people that before you sell your father's property, loan money and everything, just because, especially people that used to go and do hypocritical masters, I used to talk to you people very well. That's because, anyways, if you're seeing this beautiful girl for the first time, I am an immigration content creator and I make my videos right from Nigeria. The countries I've talked about, I've never been to these countries. I just sit down at home, check their websites and everything, and then I come here to analyze it with you guys. But then I've been outside the country a couple of times. I've been to India, I've been to Russia, though I didn't finish my studies before I dropped out. Yeah, because of money, I had to drop out. And since then, I've been living my life in Nigeria and everything. So this is just to give you a preamble. And some of you might feel like, oh, it's because you dropped out, so you're looking for who to drop out with you. My dear. And sometimes, right, when something happened to you, sometimes you feel like eating yourself, oh, why this thing happened and everything. But then, after I dropped out from medical school, I keep saying it every time. In as much as I was not happy then, I was trying everything I could to go back to school. Until now, I really thank God that I dropped out. People used to say disappointment is a blessing, but then when it happens to you, it will not make any sense. But then years after, you actually thank God it happened. And I am at that point in my life that I thank God I really dropped out from medical school. If you follow my lifestyle channel, you see some things I've been making, but I really thank God everything happened to me. And yeah, I thank God because it has really opened my eyes to like so many things, so many. Just follow my lifestyle channel. I really thank God it happened. So trust me, every disappointment is a blessing. It might not be a blessing now. It might just be a blessing in years to come. But it's not easy. So, benefit of studying in Nigeria. Because I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, is it because you're in Nigeria? That's why you're looking for who to join you. Like I used to say, the estate I stay currently is extremely expensive. If I decide to not pay my rent, right? And I gather all those money together, I can use to travel to UK, right? But then, when I sat down to analyze my future goals, my career plan, how I'll raise money and everything, I know that if I take everything I can to travel, I know I am going to struggle in UK or Canada or anywhere. And I don't want to struggle. Like I used to tell people, I love to live my best life. I would not say, because I want to travel out now, then I have to sacrifice this one for this one. Yeah, it's important to make sacrifice, but me, I don't want to do that type of sacrifice. People say it's good to invest in your life, but then I will not go broke trying to invest in my life. I've said it a couple of times. I prefer to just, I'd rather use the money to even take first class and just enjoy my life than to carry that money and say because I want to go to school and this thing. And that's why I'm making this video. For some of you that have been outside the country, right? Let's not use Nigeria. When you get abroad, okay, benefit of studying in Nigeria. The first one is cheap tuition fee aside private university, because there are some private universities that their tuition fee is more expensive than studying outside the country, and then you be like, it's not better to travel. Cheap tuition fee in Nigeria. There is no country, Asia, anything, cost of studying outside the country is actually very expensive. The tuition fee, let alone cost of living and everything, it is extremely expensive. So if you know, but then even when I traveled out, then why I actually traveled out was because they did not give me my course. So if you're in that shoe that they did not give you your course, maybe you wanted medicine, nursing and everything, and then you did not get the course, my dear, you can travel out. But then if you're traveling out, make sure to look for a very cheap, affordable country to go to. And I'll tell you why in a bit. Because sometimes when you ask people, why do you want to study in UK? Why do you want to study in Canada? They'll be like, UK is globally recognized. Canada is globally recognized. Nigerian education system is trash. Nigerian education system is this and everything. So people with Nigerian certificates, who is employing us? Nigerians that are working in Canada, in UK, in top countries, which certificates they used to employ us? Was it not Nigerian certificates? Was it not Nigerian certificates? So that's why I keep telling people, before you say you want to come and study in Nigeria because they are globally recognized, they are clinical and everything, think it. Nigerian certificate too is globally recognized, and that is what they use in giving people admission. Look at all these nurses. You see that these are they even like recruiting nurses from Nigeria. They recruit our nurses, our doctors, our engineers, our this one technician. Which certificate did they use? Nigerian certificate. So just imagine you spent all your life investment, sell your father's property and everything. You got admission, you travel to UK to go and do hypocritical masters. And then me, I tried to study in Nigeria. I did my masters in Nigeria with maybe 200k and everything, and then you spent almost 26k pounds. In that, you did many jobs, you were struggling and everything, and at the end of the day, both of us we applied to the same job. We are in the same position, and that one guy will even get the job easier than you, because don't worry, I will explain. So when you now find yourself in the position of somebody that went to school and spent 200k to school, and then you spent almost all your life savings, you are working in the same office, or even the person even got the job better than. So what is not the essence of you traveling out? So that's how I used to tell people, before you make your mind, you say, I want to travel. I know Nigeria is not the best place right now because of everything that is happening, but whatever we're going through in Nigeria is not enough reason for you to just rush and travel out. You've been surviving unknown government, you've been surviving kidnapping. You know me saying go happen to you. We've heard stories of people that traveled outside the country, and before anything, something happened. We've heard stories of Nigerians that they shot abroad. We've heard stories of Ghanaians that they shot. We've heard stories of this thing. So if God has said that you are gonna die by motor crash, you cannot escape it. Whether you study, whether you stay, whether you go, you will do it. It will happen to you. If God says kidnapper is going to kidnap you, you cannot escape it. Whether you are outside the country, whether you are inside the country, whether you are anywhere, you cannot escape it. They are going to kidnap you. I haven't heard stories that in Nigeria that kidnapper will kidnap people, right? And miraculously they will even leave them or anything. That's why I'm telling you that safety is important, right? Safety is important. Yeah, I understand that. But then it is not enough reason to sell all your property to run away, because the only thing we can always do is we can always try our best. If God said that this is how He has destined your life, there's nothing you can do about it. You keep running. It will still happen. So the only thing we should only do as humans is every time we wake up is God, because I dare inside this jungle again. As I'm going out, please help my life. Let me go out in peace and come out, and come back in peace as well. One is just to always be prayerful to God, to always keep us. So whether in Nigeria, whether you're in anything, bad things happen everywhere. Bad things happen everywhere. So it's better for you now that you know that, okay, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Oh, if you come out at night, they can carry you and everything. You guys saw when I went to eat outside, right? To celebrate my 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. I can't remember. Before it was 7 o'clock, I was already looking for taxi boats to go back to my house. So once you know all those things, God, and even all these things that you've been talking about, kidnapping, this one, God's so faithful to my family and I have never experienced it. I've never experienced mobile at gunpoint. This one I have never experienced, and we have so many people in Nigeria that the only thing we do is we shall be hearing this story. It has never happened to us before. It's not because we are holy. It's not as if we are faithful or we are that righteous. I don't even go to church. But then, just this grace of God is sufficient for me and my family. It's sufficient for all of us. So that's why I used to tell people, insecurity in Nigeria is actually on the high side. But even at that, it will just be happening. It will not even get close to us. And if you say because of that you want to run away from Nigeria and everything, you sell your property, you sell everything, and then if God has said that this is how you want to this one, if God has said that this is how you want to kill, so it is enough reason to travel, but it does not worth it. don't sell all your life investment just because you want to get education abroad, because even us that will get our education in Nigeria, it is recognized everywhere. And the funny thing is, we will get a job faster than you. So I've talked about cheap tuition fee, right? I've talked about cheap tuition. So the next one I will talk about is experience. You know, I keep shouting this experience thing. Experience is really underrated. It's really underrated. Let me tell you guys something. Whether you spend your whole life investment studying outside the country, right? As long as you are black, just know that if there is 100 opportunity, because you are black, just know that you have just 2 opportunity. Regardless of the course you're studying, I've made mention of some useless courses you should never study. I've made mention of courses with high job prospect. Just go through any of the country plays on my channel, you see the video. So regardless of the course you're studying, let's use nursing as general example. Imagine you went to study nursing in the UK. Let's even use UK because people feel like they are the ones that are colonized also because of that. So imagine you went to study nursing in the UK. As a nurse, right? You're supposed to have more clinical hours than more theoretical hours in it, because last na practical this thing. But then just because you're a black person and you're in UK, nobody, no white person in the UK will allow you to practice on them. Nobody. No white person. Unless maybe you have your fellow Nigerian that is your classmate, then you'll be shaking their hand. This thing. Nobody will allow you. So your best bet for gaining experience is study your nursing in Nigeria. Because from the first day you enter nursing school, whether school of nursing, whether BSc nursing, you can go to all this private clinic or private hospital and say that, this is my admission letter, or I've been admitted into something nursing school. Please, I want to come and be volunteering. From that time, ask nurses that study in Nigeria, ask them when they started shooking. They started giving people injection even before they even gave them license. Because it's your Nigeria way. And private hospital in Nigeria or this is not as if they will have nurses, but you know all those nurses, they will say, until let me try this thing. Even most of us that were sick when we were growing up, all our family doctor, not be all these nurses when they even go school full day. Now there are those people that came to set IV. Now these nurses that did not go to school. But abroad, there is nothing like that. There is something like that, but just because you're black. So I used nursing as example because that's what everybody's familiar with. So imagine if you're studying mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, you're studying medicine, which other course? All these courses. After almost every course requires experience, whether you are doing accounting or anything. Nigeria is your best bet because it's easy for you to get volunteer experience. Even if you don't know anybody in this life, you can tell your pastor, Beko, this bank, I want to come and be. You shall see one place to slot yourself in. But then you cannot do it abroad. It is easy for you to slot yourself in, gain your experience, adequate experience, all the things you want to experience. But abroad, even nurses that travel from Nigeria, right? Qualified nurses, so they have their license, they've passed their OSCE, everything, that they travel from Nigeria to UK. In the first 1 year, they will not allow them to even give it. In fact, for first 2 or 3 years, they will not allow them to touch their British this and give them injection. They'll be doing care job. They did not tell you. Even doctors, qualified doctors, they have years of experience in Nigeria before they travel. When they come, they will not allow them to administer all this clinical this thing. They'll just be doing basic thing. Yeah. So imagine you, people that have experience in gun, they not allow them. Imagine you that did not even have any experience. Where is going to be your this thing? So if you're thinking of moving abroad to do a clinical course or a course that requires experience, my dear, you can't get that experience abroad. Nigeria is your best bet. Just be truthful to yourself. I've been there. I studied nursing outside in India. I studied medicine in Russia. That time is only our Russian classmates. They'll be practicalizing, do everything. We that were black, we'll just be doing like this. We'll just be looking at them. We cannot touch them. If you come near the woman and do more, the only thing you can do is that stand of IVF, just to help the nurse to be shifting it. That's the only thing we're doing. We did not, and that's why they even in Nigeria, somehow they feel reluctant of employing Russian doctors because they feel like we don't have experience with them. And that's the bitter truth. We only know class. If you come and say, come and identify bone in Atlas, we can tell you, okay, this one is C1, C2, Atlas, axis, abductoaxial joint, and everything. Tell us to come and show us in the body of skeleton. We don't know. because we did not practicalize it. They did not allow them. They did not allow us to touch them. Do you guys understand it now? So it goes beyond you running away from Nigeria just because of insecurity, just because of this, just because of that. Think about your future as well. Think about it, because at the end of the day, when you run away from Nigeria because of kidnapping, because of everything, so when you now run and you now get to another country and you're now struggling, some people feel like they prefer to struggle inside good country, good road, good electricity and everything. You don't forget say you dey pay for all those things. You don't forget say you have to also and pay for it. Abroad is sweetest when you're living your best life. That is when abroad is sweet. What did I say? Abroad is sweetest when you are living your best life, like what you want to become, and not like you struggling and doing jam. So imagine somebody that just pack all his life, his or her life investment, they went to study abroad, right? And then we that we studied in Nigeria, we got our clinical experience, we got our experience, 1 year, 2 year experience, whether we wrote the license exam, and then we applied for work visa from Nigeria. Then we travel to UK, then we now met you there. You spent money, you spent £15,000. Cost of living, maybe you've never finished your master, you're still struggling with the school because you're trying to raise tuition fee, trying to pay for accommodation, trying to pay for this one. But me, my tuition fee in Nigeria for the whole 3 years nursing school, 600k, and I already have experience, everything. And I got work visa. I'm working as a nurse, even if I will not work as a nurse the first day, but at least I have my work visa. So in that view, even when I want to go for masters, I can apply for part-time masters, and this time part-time masters will be cheaper for me because I am already in the UK, and part-time masters is always cheaper. Even aside that, we have so many companies that they allow career progression for their nurses. When you're doing as a nurse, if you apply to be a nurse or part-time this thing, they used to give scholarship. Yes, if you're doing, or if you want to apply for masters in a this thing, and then you're already a licensed person, they will give you up to 50%. Aside the, normally part-time masters used to be cheap. That one is cheap. So imagine I'm now applying to part-time master as a professional. I already have my license from Nigeria. I'm practicing in the UK, but then I want to get my master. They will subsidize the money for me again. That is the same masters that you spent all your whole life savings to go and get to, and last you still never get the job. Do you guys understand that? So another thing that people actually feel like going outside the country to study is it makes it easier for them to get a job. My dear, traveling outside the country to study in a country does not make it any easier for you to get a job. That is the bitter truth. It does not make it any easier for you to get a job. Your enemy is gonna be frustrated. That's what people do not talk about. In as much as when you apply to job, they'll be telling you, we need people that is already in the clinical. Even when they see you like this, they'll tell you, they are still looking for somebody that is your best bet. What did I say? Your best bet is getting your job from your home country before you travel out. That is the best bet. You being in the UK. In fact, people outside a particular country, whether UK, whether Australia, they get the job faster than people that is inside. That is one bitter truth that I've come to notice. Me, I used to feel like, when you're in the UK, it's easy. Even because the fact is, the person that is looking for you, that can employ you, you will not see the person. So the person that did not see you, of course they will see the person that is outside. That's just this thing, because you feel like, you're in UK, anybody can employ you now. So you not but then somebody that is outside the country, they will aggressively look for that work. They'll just be sending CV everywhere. It's easier to actually get work visa from outside the country than inside the country. That is what I have come to realize. So if you feel like when you move to UK, when you move to Canada and everything, to make it easier for you to get a job, you're lying. It doesn't make it any easier for you to get a job. The only thing that makes it easier for you to get is many jobs. And even if you're getting many jobs or making it easier for you to get a job, that's if you've had relevant experience in your field, and the many jobs you are doing is relevant experience. And those many jobs, right, they are mostly of these many jobs, they are not always relevant to experience that you can get. So like I used to tell people, take your time. Nigeria is your best bet of studying. We've been through all this, like most of you are OGs here. I was small when I was how many years old, when my mom used to tell me, if somebody call you, shout kidnapper, don't collect food from anybody. Well, it has been, we've been living part of until now. Nobody has tried to kidnap me, nobody has carried me, nobody. So when we shout insecurity, it's just to alert everybody. It's just for you to be aware. That one does not mean that tomorrow it will happen to you. It can happen to you if God has destined you that's what will happen to you. It can. That's why I said your best bet is communing with God. God, Alpha. Now waiting you for my destiny before. I beg change jam. I know they're ready. So your best bet is when you want to go out, God, I'm going out again to do inside this Lagos. I beg, help me to survive it. God, Alpha, you want to just to commune with God and just close it and just try. Get your education, get your experience. So those people that are traveling outside the country without experience, I just shake my head. And then another thing is, I've seen people that they did their masters. In that master, the masters did not fetch them job. They now went ahead to do PhD. Any job, any course that can get you a job, any course that can get you a job as ordinary diploma, OND, any job that can get you, any course that can get you a job as OND, ordinary national diploma, don't even go for your masters. Just know that you just change pathway. Just know that the course is not viable. My dear, change pathway. Because for example, now look at OND. Even if I don't know if there is anything like, if I have OND in nursing, they will put me somewhere. About a nursing assistant, I'll get a job. OND in electrical, even if it is to be electrician assistant, I'll get a job. OND in mechanical engineering, about a to help the mechanic to be carrying this thing like this, I'll get a job. So any course that can get you a job as OND, ordinary diploma, don't do it. The course is not viable. So when people go for BSc, they don't get the job, and then in a bit to stay in the country, they go for masters. In a bit to stay in the country, they go for PhD. My dear, you just feel like dashing this country your money. You just like you just feel like what? It is only outside the country. It's only in Nigeria we recognize your masters and PhD. I am not saying masters and PhD is not good. For example, a nurse, like I made example, a school of nursing nurse or BSc nursing, you're working in the UK, you've gotten your experience, you're already working, you can opt for part-time masters, and in that view, you're still getting your experience, you're still doing your masters in nursing. You can go for your PhD. That way you are contributing to yourself. You know that when you are done with your masters and PhD, and then that one will make them to promote you. But not like you do not have any job, you don't have any experience, you don't have anything, then you are going for masters. Masters for what? Masters for what exactly? It's not masters you need, it is experience you need, not masters. So that's one thing that people do not understand. Your masters is not going to make it any easier for you to get a job. That's not what you need. You have masters in clinical. What experience do you have? Nothing. You have masters in something, and then the only experience you have is care job, and then you apply to be a business admin. Which experience do you have? You never even sell anything, you never even work. It does not relate. It doesn't relate. So guys, always take your time to think. Take your time to think. It goes beyond just leaving the country just because. That's why I'm making myself as an example, and I came here to tell you guys that I am in Nigeria. I make my content from Nigeria, and like I told you, I'll be schooling in Nigeria as well. By God's grace, God's helping me. I'll be schooling in Nigeria because that's why I said that I have the opportunity. I can somehow afford traveling out, but it's not worth it. Why will I spend millions of naira using it to travel out to get UK degree, and there's somebody that studied in Nigeria that pay boya 2.5 in UI, I be 15,000. Both of us will get the same job, so the same salary. The person will even get a job faster than me because the person will get the experience in Nigeria. So what kill and what are we using it to? Because of what's not the essence? UK is globally recognized, Canada is globally recognized. After what's happened? Does it make it faster to get you a job? Even if you like, if you can study in number 1 university, Yale University, or Oxford, it's not going to be easier for any of your employer to recruit you because it's not Yale they want to eat. It's not Oxford that they want to eat. In fact, you people should know that even in Nigeria, when you come back with your UK degree or anything, they just look at You see that even Nigeria, they don't wait. I know say Nigerians they beef. I know say we they beef. They don't wait about this thing to still take the right license because they, whether you study in yellow, whether you study in the expo, whether it did not concern anybody, because you know that classroom is different from what you yourself can do as a person. So I've mentioned cheap tuition fee. The next one is cheaper and easier to get experience in your relevant field. Then the third one is cheap cost of living. Of course, aside Lagos and all those places, normally cost of living in Nigeria, of course, is extremely very cheap. What we pay 1 year in Nigeria is what they pay per month in this. I know we don't have light and everything. I know we don't have light and everything, but then you can buy your generator and just. So cost of living is actually very, very cheap in Nigeria. And then another benefit is you can work and study. You can work and study abroad, but that work and study comes with all these many jobs having to manage. In Nigeria, when you go to university, you see so many students doing a whole lot of. You have students that have restaurants, they have business. Like the thing is, outside the country, you can only work 20 hours per week, right? And that one go to tell you to pick that clinic and everything. In Nigeria, you can work as long as you want. Open your business. You can travel from Kanfasha to Kinika. Nobody cares about this. You only shall make sure that you come to class, you take your attendance, you can do anything you like. You can start your business, you can start hustling for yourself, you can do anything, you can start volunteering. And that's why I say it's easier to study in Nigeria. It's better because even if you're in school as a nursing student, when you close, but maybe from 4 to 8, you can be going to an hospital to go and be volunteering. But you cannot do it. So in that way, you can do jama in Nigeria. Then another benefit, the fourth one, benefit of studying in Nigeria is because tax. We don't pay tax. We pay tax, but but outside the country, you pay tax tax for this one, tax for this one, and everything. So in that view, you can work as much as you want, earn as much as you want, earn as high as you want, do whatever you like with your money. Nobody has anything for anybody. Nobody's holding for anybody. Then the fifth reason why I feel like it's better to study in Nigeria is because Nigerian system actually prepares you for the worst. My dear, I used to tell people, if you can survive in Nigeria, you can survive anywhere else. Somehow Nigerian education system trying to prepare you for the worst. Life is not hard though. Life is not hard, but Nigerian education system will make it look like life is hard, life is difficult. You have to take life like this. You have to keep on. So when you actually have that experience of life is hard, life is this and everything, somehow it tries to prepare you for the future. It tries to prepare you so that's why it's easy that when Nigerians actually get outside the country, they actually try to thrive very well. They prepare for the best. Like you will see the Nigeria when you see abroad, where we say they successful, just to say now that one plan in life, plan them. So that's why you see Nigerians doing very well abroad, because we don't suffer. Life has been so tough for us. Our lecturer has frustrated us. They prepared us for the worst. So when you now get abroad, I now say that abroad life is like okay, and then you've already had that hard life experience. So somehow it tries to help you to like balance everything with life, and it just helps you to balance everything. My dear, people say, why will I go through tough life? Tough life is important though. It is very important. It is very good. It is not good to go through tough life, but then from what I've learned, even from my life experience, it's good to go through tough life, go through tough experience, because somehow it try to like refine your brain and prepare you for your future. And that's why you see in life, generally, you see rich people, they don't used to have sense. They don't used to have common sense. If you remove their parents' wealth, they are nothing. But then people like us that were broke, we went to all this for one, give all this public school, all this that will make you to sit down tight and think that life, you have to be GDB. You understand? But then when you see life so easily, maybe you studied your undergraduate in Nigeria, in abroad, and everything, see there's government benefit, there is this and everything, you feel like okay, that's how life is. Just get everything at ease. But then studying in Nigeria actually teach you that you don't get everything you want at ease. You always have to work for it, work for your money. You have to sit down and plan. So hard life is not good, but then it's actually good to an extent because it tries to prepare you for the best. And that's why they say experience is the best teacher. So when you see yourself making a decision, trying to do new things, I'm like, this thing don't do me before, and everything that still happens to me. So experience is still your best bet. And that's why I made the example that when we're younger, I'm going to tell you, Loss, if somebody come and meet you that I'm from your mother, don't answer. Even till now, we still use that sense, because if somebody come and trying to whine you and trying to say something, be like, hey, now me they use sense for. Like as a Nigerian, you go get OG, you go get common sense. You cannot my whine in Nigeria. You didn't whine me. You can't whine in Nigeria, because we're already used to this. Apparently, room doors. Apparently, we should not talk to strangers. Apparently, like all those things, like it tries to like prepare you for the worst, right? And prepare you for the hard this thing. So that's where to know that you can't always get life, things easily as you assume, as you see it. Like so the next reason why I actually feel like it's actually better to study in Nigeria is because the Nigerian educational system is recognized worldwide, like I've explained. It's recognized worldwide. So when someone say Nigerian education system is crap, is this, is anything, is clinical. So many people are working abroad and they use this Nigerian certificate to work. They use Nigerian experience. So no matter how crappy Nigerian, in fact, there is this country. What is this name of this country? Shey Cotonou, Abi Cameroon. They say people should not be going to Cotonou and Cameroon. There are so many people with this Cotonou or Cameroon certificate. They are working in big places, and then you carry your own UK certificate and your Canada certificate. So that's why people actually misunderstand that, oh, if I go to Canada, even if it is ordinary library science that I get, people will respect. My dear, nobody is respecting you. Nobody is respecting you. So even if you're traveling out to go and study any course, that should be because Nigerian did not give you the course, so you can study. And even in that view, don't go to expensive university, just so that like when life happens, you will not regret it so much. So which other reason? Another reason why I feel like Nigeria is better to study in Nigeria is because of food. My dear, food is important. Food is extremely important, because in Nigeria you can eat anything you like. Food, vegetables, apple, fufu. And because of the restaurants in Nigerian university, oh my goodness, restaurants in Nigerian universities, right? You eat puff puff, you eat egg roll, you eat gala, you eat fried jam, you eat akara, like anything you want. In fact, as a student, when you start going to school, you don't have to cook, because there is variety. In fact, you see kunu, you see all this kunu, this cold kunu, zobo, like you know those times that you be in the lecture hall and the teacher will be like, let's assume X and Y. You just I can't say signal until only kunu. In fact, all this kunu seller, all this zobo seller, they've already understand the tactics. Once you just look like this through the window of the lecture, she knows how she will slot the cold kunu or cold zobo. Then she will not give you know those hot donuts, not the one with all that round one that is like of course those hot one. She will just slot it through the window and everything. Then the teacher will be okay, let's assume X is hot to one. That donut is hot. It's hot and soft. Then it's somehow sugary. Why person will get menstrual pain? That's zobo. When you eat that hot hot donut, even if it's hot donut, then you take that cold zobo. And then the teacher is now saying, let's assume some of us, the only reason we go to school is because of that kunu, cold zobo and puff. Let's not lie. If they remove kunu, zobo and puff from in Nigerian university, many people will not be going to school. So that kunu, that zobo is part of learning. It's part of life. But then you can't see it abroad. Canada, zobo, kunu. You cannot see it like that. Even yogurt. So imagine when you're working from one department to another in Nigeria. This one department, that one department, everything. You can buy yogurt here. You buy ice cream. All this ice cream, 20 ice cream. That is you buy this one. You go like you buy popcorn. You can buy variety, but outside the country, you just be eating salad up and down. You be eating salad. So you might actually feel like which type of reason is this? But then it's part of it. It is really part of it. Sometimes even when we are on strike, if school did not resume, maybe Saturday, or if you don't have lecture, sometimes you leave your hostel and come to school just to come and buy donuts and kunu. I remember that time when I was in school. Me and my ex. That woman. If you've been to Ladoke, there's one woman that used to fry hot donuts. If you know the woman, say it in the comment section. She used to fry hot donuts and cold zobo. She's just at the entrance of Ladoke Akintola, that under G gates. Every morning, if you know shop from that woman, you are not a Ladokite. You are not a what? You are not a Ladokite. That one alone is a motivation for you going to school. But then outside the country, there's no motivation. There's nobody to come and work for you. There's nobody to come and this. So I know that Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, but then all this food there is part of living. It's part of Nigeria is clinical. We know. Eat zobo, drink zobo, eat puff. Just eat it. We'll go inside them. We'll try again. It's part of it though. It's really part of it. I know it's not a reason, but trust me, it is one of the reasons to study. So it's exposed to different kind of food, different kind of this thing, and like I said, cost of this thing is very so buying these donuts, this zobo, they are not expensive. And then I don't know how much you'll be selling now. Zobo was like 100 naira, and then when you buy 15 naira donuts, it's okay to even take you from morning to afternoon depending on how you eat and everything. So that's why you see in Nigeria there are so many people that actually got their degree even when their parents was not there or their parents cannot afford it. We see some students in the university, their parents, they are akara seller, they are this one seller and everything, and yet they were able to sponsor their words to school. And that's because educational system in Nigeria is extremely affordable. Like you shall do German, you shall do, but abroad you cannot do German and just struggle. It does not work like that. It doesn't. Is either your education will suffer or your visa. Then which other reason? And the reason is cheap transportation. Like I said, cost of living. So you can be living even in far place and then become transportation within the school is actually very cheap. They used to have all these maybe 15 naira taxi, 15 naira bus, and everything is actually kind of very affordable. I don't know if they did that abroad though. I don't know. Everything. So those are the view and more. If you know there is any other benefit I've not mentioned, make sure to leave it in the comment section. I would love to read and hear from you guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Just to buttress my point, right? I remember when I was in Lautech, I was doing my P degree. Then they used to say Lautech and virtual. They used to do virtual. If you are going, they will just kidnap me. Throughout I left Russia. Throughout I left Lautech, sorry. Nobody even tried to carry me last. So that's what I'm saying. Once you already know that okay, this is how something is, you be careful. I never experienced it. I just a year they carry somebody, they remove the breast, they remove the kidney. Where is the amount just to be seeing picture? I never experienced it. So Nigeria is this Nigeria. Most of us will not ever experience it. Most of us will not ever have an idea, and we will not experience bad things in Jesus' name. Amen. It's only good things we'll keep experience in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. So guys, that will bring us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope in a way I've tried to encourage somebody or motivate somebody that you don't have to sell all your father's property just because you want to study abroad or get a UK degree, Canada degree, or anything. Take your time, study in Nigeria, get relevant experience in field or in occupations that is in high demand, so you can apply outside the country. Because even if you do your master's, you do your PhD and everything outside this country, it doesn't make it any easier for you to get a job, right? So make sure to self-develop yourself in your own country first, then apply for work route. So guys, if you like and enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.